Hello, welcome to another flow-based class. Prior, we worked on, or we actually focused on the hip area. Today, the focus will be on shoulders and the back. So, working on, gentle back bending and opening up the shoulder area, which, they really work hand in hand together. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. We'll start with a gentle warm up. So as usual, coming into a cross-legged seated position, we want to feel very grounded through the sit bones as we continue to elongate the torso. So placing the hands on top of the knees or on the thighs, we'll begin with 3 rounds of breath, just connecting to our breathing so we can just come into a nice calm state for the rest of our class. Inhale, let's breathe together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's just go ahead and continue to wake up the body, doing a few shoulder rolls. Continue to breathe consciously. Let's go ahead and reverse that action by rolling the shoulders forward. Good, and then coming back to neutral, let's go ahead, inhale, and then exhale, gaze over our right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, dropping the head to one side, dropping the ear toward our right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, drop the head to the left side. Inhale, exhale, interlacing the fingers. We're just going to stretch the arms overhead. Stretching nice and tall, palms reaching up toward the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, let's release the arms, twisting to the right. Inhale, center, twisting to the left. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale. We're going to go through a few stretches that focus on the shoulder area. So what we'll do first is we're going to bring the right arm across the chest and we're just going to wrap the left arm over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the help of the left arm to really press my right arm toward the body. You want to be aware of the shoulder here. You don't want it to hike up toward the jaw. You want to just move it away. Make sure that the shoulder drops down. So just breathing into that stretch. Just also sending your conscious energy into the shoulder is really important as we continue to breathe. What we're going to do next is really bend this elbow more. Then I'm just going to slide the arm above the elbow and then just, once again, just sending it inward like so. So this just changes the stretch ever so slightly here. So the shoulders really carry a lot of tension, so it's good to feel that release in the shoulders. Take one more breath. Good. We're going to release the arm. I'm going to concentrate on the right arm, still bringing it overhead. And the elbow is going to point up toward the ceiling. And then I'm just going to take the opposite arm, take the elbow. I'm just going to pull gently on that elbow. Again, you're going to feel the opening in the shoulder, but also move up into the back of the arm. Try to also just lift the head a bit. We don't want to just kind of collapse like so when we're working on the stretch. Take one more breath. Good, and then exhale, we'll just go ahead and release. Switching sides, taking the left arm over. So essentially the arm is trying to be parallel to the shoulders, and then I'm going to wrap my right arm over and around. And again, I'm going to be below the elbow here. I'm just drawing the arm close to the body and then making sure the shoulder is just dropping down. So just be aware that it doesn't hike up like so, up toward the jaw. Just want to move it downward. So breathing into the shoulder area, just feeling any sensations that are there. One more breath. Exhale, we're going to bend the elbow, and I'm just going to shift the arm above the elbow and just draw the arm close to the body. So this just deepens the stretch a little bit more. One more breath. Good. Exhale, we're going to take the arm overhead, the elbow pointing up toward the ceiling. I'm going to take my right arm to the elbow and just pull gently to intensify that opening. We don't have to ever pull the arm abruptly, just a gentle pull, keeping the head elevated, the sides of the waist long. One more breath. And exhale, release. Good. So we should feel some difference. Sometimes it's just good to do a few more rolls of the shoulder, just feeling all this loosen up. Next, we're going to take the right arm on top and do this twisting action. So what we're working toward is to bring both palms of the hands together, like so. If you find this to be highly difficult, you can always just have the backs of the hands together like this. Okay, but as things open, you can always challenge yourself to get more into this palm to palm position. So from here, usually when I set this up, my elbows are resting on the chest. And to whatever degree that we feel that we can go to find that opening into the back of the shoulder, we're going to just lift the elbows upward, the fingertips rising up toward the ceiling. Good, and just breathing here. One more breath. Exhale. Go ahead and lower the elbows, resting the elbows on the chest. And what we'll do next is we'll just drop the arms, or really the hands, downward like this. So this also creates an interesting stretching action in the shoulders. So breathing here. Good. One more breath. Just allowing the arms to just feel heavy. Good. Go ahead and release. We're going to switch sides. So left arm on top, right arm under. Doing your best to get the palms together, or if not, just the backs of the hands together. Okay, so we start with the elbows resting on the chest. And then on your next inhale, just rising the elbows up, fingertips working up toward the ceiling to whatever degree you need to go. Breathing here. One more breath. Exhale, drop the shoulders or the elbows gently onto the chest. And then we're just going to allow the forearms to be nice and heavy as we drop the fingers, the hands more forward. So really just pointing the fingertips forward and dropping the hands down. So we're just acting as if the forearms are a bit like a weight, which help to facilitate an opening through the shoulder area. One more breath. Good. Just gently release. Let's just do a few more shoulder rolls here. Good. So let's come into a kneeling position. We're going to focus on the shoulders just for a bit more. Just sitting on the heels. And from here, we're going to just open the arms like so. Then bringing our palms together, interlacing the fingers. And then just elongating the arms and just stretching the shoulders back. So this might be your edge, and you also might need to bend the elbows slightly. It just all depends on how far you can go in that extension of the arms. And then if possible, you can just keep the arms elevated, or you can also drop them down toward the floor. And if you need more of an opening, you can just reach the palms out. You can kind of step them back a little bit, like so. So this is getting the front of the shoulder as well as a bit through the chest. And breathing here. One more breath. And exhale. Let's just slowly bring ourselves upright. We'll inhale, create that stretch again, and then exhale. Work the palms of the hands to the right side of the waist, and we want the elbows to point backward. So in this position, we'll feel more of an opening through the left shoulder versus the right, but you'll still feel a little bit in the right shoulder, but it's more isolated in the left. One more breath. Inhale, let's extend the arms as much as we can. Exhale, bending the elbows, pointing the elbows backward, bringing the hands to the left side of the waist. One more breath. And go ahead and release. hands. We'll come onto all fours. So hands under the shoulders. We'll bring the hips over the knees. We're going to go through a few rounds of cat-cow. So from here, coming into the breath, connecting to the breath, we'll just keep the spine neutral, breathing in and exhaling. Then inhale, arch the back, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round. So this is very good for the mobility of the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head up. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and sit back on the heels and we'll just come into an extended child's pose, reaching the arms out and dropping the forehead down on the floor. Breathing here for just a few rounds of breath. Good, and then from here, inhale slowly, walking it up, coming back into a kneeling position. And then from here, we're just going to turn ourselves around and come into a lying down position with the knees bent. We're going to just do a few half bridges here. So we want the feet to be just slightly wider than the hips, just ever so slightly. And you also want to feel that you can just touch the backs of your heels. And then we'll just begin by sending our awareness to the pelvis. We want to create just a slight posture tilt to the pelvis, just pointing the tailbone toward the heels as we carve out the waist. So what we'll do first is we're just going to have the arms bent at a 90-degree angle here. And then I'm going to send the energy down into my feet, into the legs. And then inhale, lift the hips up. So I want to feel that my glutes are moving toward the feet and my heart center is moving toward the chin. Inhale, exhale, gently dropping the hips. This time we're going to have the palms flat to the floor. We want to carve out the waist, drop the navel in ever so slightly. Send your energy and awareness down through the legs and feet. Inhale, lifting the hips up. Slightly sliding your glutes toward the feet, heart center toward the chin. Breathing here. Grounding down through the feet. Feeling that lift of the hip points up toward the ceiling. Good, and exhale, gently dropping down. We'll do just one more. This time we'll interlace the fingers under the back. So again, grounding through the feet, feeling the legs work as you inhale, lift the hip points up. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders under. Heart center working toward the chin. Feeling the expansion of the chest as the hip points rise. Breathe. One more breath. And exhale. Drop the hips. From here, we'll go ahead and just hug the knees in toward the chest to help release the back ever so slightly. And then just releasing the knees, drop the feet down toward the floor. We'll go ahead and take rest, extend the legs one at a time. Allow the legs to just relax and roll open. The palms facing up toward the ceiling. We'll take a few breaths here just to release any last bits of tension in the body. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gently closing the eyes and releasing all conscious control of the breath, entering into relaxation. Okay, so thank you for today's class. Tomorrow we'll meet back again to continue on with focusing on shoulders and back. We'll do many of the similar positions we did today, but we will then expand on into other areas as well. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.